friends. Welcome to Anatomy of the Spirit session, which is written by Caroline Miss. And so everyone knows her journey, like how she left her journalism and how she got the impressions and how she used to heal people. And from healing, she stopped the healing and she started to teach people to observe our energy patterns within ourselves. And that's what this book is all about once again. And we are now on the still on the part one on the energy medicine and intuition. And in the energy medicine, just to brief, we have covered the human energy field, which describes about the energy that we are all the energy, like everything is an energy. Whatever thought which comes in, everything we are taking in. And here in the first principle, it also says that these thoughts create energy, and this energy produces biological responses, and these produce cellular memory, and this is what is creating our biography. So all these things have been said along with the examples as well. And then we have the second principle, which is personal power is necessary, which is nothing but your energy towards what you take, or even if you wanted to heal, your power is very much vital for your health. And that is what this is all about. And in the third principle, we have mentioned that we alone can heal, can help ourselves heal, and that there is no one there. And by using the conventional medicine and the holistic medicine, the author have clearly described about how like we can heal ourselves without anyone's support. And she also clearly stated that healing is the solo task. So now let us today combine to let us now come understand about the symbolic side. So we will learn about symbolic side, which we also have covered in the preface what it is. So the symbolic side is the ability to use your intuition to interpret the power symbols of your life. So you just have to see everything as a symbol of what you're losing or what you're gaining, the energy, everything. You just interpret them as a symbols of life, and that is how you use your intuition. So we have to also make ourselves the subject of our first intuitive evaluation. So in this process, the thing is, we'll be finding ourselves becoming more aware of the extraordinary world that lies behind our eyes. So, for example, when a person seeks to see more, then we can easily describe that healing is more inevitable. And you also need an internal method of absorbing this information to make it real. So what the thing here, the author is also mentioning is whenever there is an energy leakage, we always have to identify the relationship with ourselves. In the sense, we always have 7 power centers of the body, which you all know, like all the chakras, friends, like Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agna chakra, and Sahasrara chakra. So the author is saying, like, first we need to identify the relationship with ourselves, and then we need to understand the importance of each chakra and identify where the energy leakage is going on in our body. But among all, the first thing is we have to make a very good friendship with ourselves, and and then find a meaning in all of these. And for example, think and feel how each and every chakra is connected to your health. Just bring all the attention every day to the challenges that you face and how your mind and spirit respond to all these kind of challenges which you are facing in your life, and observe what is causing you to lose the power and where you feel the loss, and evaluate the spiritual and biological activity that occurs as a consequence. So this is the first guideline. Sorry, without mentioning it as a guideline, I just have mentioned everything. For example, everything is having a consequence. Every thought, every action, everything is having. That's what it has been stated. And the second guideline is think of yourself as an energy as well as a physical one. And the energy part of yourself is a transmitter and recorder of all your thoughts and interactions. So we have to always keep in mind that our biography is becoming our biology. And I mean, we also need to develop the habit of evaluating the people, experiences, and information what we are allowing into our life. And by developing this symbolic side, always begins with our intention. So what it means, like consciously and regularly, we also have to evaluate the interactions and influence and how these kind of interactions are influencing on our emotional and physical power. And always remember that, for example, if we always have a private agenda, we always see the things that somehow we interfere in the things. For example, we see that there is an energy leakage, or if you have any pain, you immediately think of the action of remedy rather than on focusing just where the energy is leaking. So that is what it has been stating in the second guideline. Just always observe the self. Do not interfere in any of the information that you are receiving. Just only observe. And the third guideline says, so conduct this kind of energy self-evaluations on a daily basis. So at first, it was always like very difficult, but later on, like if we make it as a habit to conduct these energy self-evaluation on the daily basis, then we'll be skilled at it. And then afterwards, this self-scanning will only take only a few moments. So in order to practice this, always use the model of the human energy as a reference. So again, here what they are saying is the chakra system. So consider this as the reference and try to observe, try to make self-evaluations by yourself and reflect on each power center for a minute or two quietly, and don't wait to become ill before you attend to the health of your energy system. And always learn to sense the stress where you're accumulating in your energy field, and we are the ones who need to take necessary actions or necessary steps to make ourselves heal at the energy level. And making this self-evaluation should always be a habit. And the fourth guideline says, for example, when we discover this energy leakage, always focus on the essentials to recover. Always address the question, why am I losing the power? So in healing any imbalance, whether being it energetic or physical, so the thing is, like, we always have to involve both the mind and heart. Those are not separated. So always strive to see the physical components of a crisis. And in the fifth guideline, so this spiritual instruction always teaches us to keep our focus not in a egocentric way, but rather how we will be managing our energy and power. So that's why the fifth task is to learn what rather than who. Who draws the power from you? No, this is not required for us. We only need to concentrate on where, what is extracting from us, from learning something. Yeah. Understand, for example, that the person who seems to be drawing your energy is actually only a reflection of some part of yourself. And for instance, If we are jealous on someone, the important issue is not the specific person, but it is the shadow side of our nature that is reflected in the other person. So, in effect, that the person serves as a teacher. So, concentrating on the person of whom we are jealous will not heal us. And the other thing is, we will be sending more and more and more teachers into our life, and each one being more intense than the previous one. So, if the lesson is not learned, always remember, friends, the intensity will be more than the previous one. So, our task here is always to learn the lesson that the teacher has for you rather than to repent on why the situation have happened, or why these people are coming into our lives, or anything. Just only try to understand the lesson and just move on. And then we have the sixth guideline. So the sixth one is always to simplify the requirements for the healing. And here we always need to stick to our program. Even if we are sick or anything, it is always like important to stick by combining the conventional and the holistic practices, and do all that is necessary to support your physical body, such as like taking the appropriate medicine, or maintaining a daily exercise program, and eating properly. And also release all the unfinished business and forgiving injuries from the past. So make whatever personal changes are necessary for healing to take place. For example, if you have any stressful job or marriage or any sort of thing, please try to always remember where your energy is lacking, and always make some small changes. Start very small, and then you will be uh, already started to take actions. And also the author have mentioned that talking that I wanted to heal do not help, and taking action does. And it is also, while it is also essential to maintain a positive attitude whatever the situation is, and the dedication and commitment should we should never lose. And visualization will not work if you practice it only once a week, and no one's body becomes fit from only one trip to the gym, right? So healing one's body or one's life challenges or developing this symbolic side requires daily practice and attention. So this is all not only for healing the illness, but rather when you develop the self symbolic side, it is useful in many ways in understanding yourself, the way how you are treating yourself, the way how what kind of thoughts are coming to you, what kind of people are coming into your life, how we are challenges, like how we are treating your challenges, all this kind of things. So, and then we also have a seventh guideline, and this is always like it states that we need to simplify our spirituality. So, according to Caroline, her studies have led to the conclusion that heaven is not a complicated thing. So, that's why she also says that personal theory or theology should not be complicated at all. And seek to believe only what heaven had issued as essential. And for example, here, what the thing is, all the circumstances can be changed in a moment, and all illnesses can be healed in one instance. And the divine is not limited, it's infinite. And it's beyond human, it's beyond time, space, or any physical concerns. And also be consistent, that live what you believe. And the third point is change is constant. So friends, whatever we are also saying this, we will be seeing all this, like um, everything is a unique unique entity. And here we see change is constant. Every life goes through phases. For example, if it is a difficult change, or or an easy change, it's just that we need to learn to go, and we also have to go with the flow of change rather than try to stop change from occurring. So the next thing is, never look to any other person to make you happy. Happiness is an internal personal attitude and responsibility. Always keep commit to yourself, keep your goals, keep yourself occupied, and do whatever you like. And that's what they are stating. And then finally, life is essentially a learning experience. Every situation, challenge, and relationship contains some messages that are worth learning or teaching to others. And then finally, positive energy works more efficiently than negative energy in each and every situation. That's what everyone says, right? Positive energy and positive attitude is the key for us to move forward. And always, always, always live in the present moment and practice forgiveness. So this is what for today's topic, friends. Though it is short, but still there's a lot of wisdom in this kind of acts, because we are the ones who need to practice. So in order to gain our intuition, we start to practice by interpreting these power symbols into our life. And let us start by analyzing ourselves from now on, and slowly, slowly, let us be masters of doing self-evaluation for us, and let us heal ourselves. So this is all for today, friends.